What's up? We're back. I'm going to get into this, how long the lithium batteries lasted me this weekend. And we were at Lake Pan. I didn't film because I knew I was going to get skunked, but I didn't. I caught a bunch of bigger bass, 3-pound plus bass. And I had one like 10-pounder that broke off, but it was a good evening bite. But anyway, so we got there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and we fished 8 hours a day, 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours in the evening. So that's about 20 hours on this trip out going fishing. All right, and my phone always rings when I'm recording. Anyway, so the lithium batteries, I'm going to give you my review on the Powerhouse Lithium, okay? And it might be all lithiums across the board. Don't mind me, I'm eating Slim Jims. I am friggin' starving. It might be all lithiums across the board, but I'll tell you about Powerhouse Lithium. So you've seen the video about buying it. And the reason why I bought it was to keep high voltage to my LiveScope and to my screens. So, okay, part A of this review. At my screens, the lowest I've seen my screens in 20 hours, my voltage reading on any of my graphs was 15.6 volts. That's the lowest it read the whole 20 hours out, okay? When I got back, now mind you, when I say 8 hours a day, 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours in the afternoon, that's trolling the whole time because we're on Lake Pan. You put your motor on and you literally just go to your spot. It takes you about 6 minutes to get there and you're trolling the whole rest of the way and then 6 minutes to get back. So at the end of the day, or the end of the weekend, so Friday, fishing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Did not fish Monday, but fished Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And that's 8, 16, and 4 hours on, that's 20 hours. Graphs, steady, 15.6 volts was the lowest it got to. When I got done, I think by the first day my batteries were down about 20%, they were down, so it was at 80% charge. The second day, I had about 60% left. And the last day, I don't know. All I know is on the last day, my trolling motor battery was 46% full, and my graphs battery were 29% full. Now, you don't want to ever go below 20% from how Powerhouse Lithium says. So 20 hours of use, rocking that trolling motor, 4 graphs, LiveScope and active target. I got 20 hours before I pretty much had to recharge. So I figure you get about 20 hours. So if you're doing a tournament, you're doing a practice, you don't have to recharge the whole weekend. You just don't. I mean, unless you're fishing 12 hours straight a day, you probably get like 2 days out of it. No one's trolling 12 hours straight a day. But mind you, when my boat is on, my graphs and my LiveScopes are all on, okay? They're on all the time. They never shut off, so I shut the boat off. So they're running the whole time we're running. So I charged them up. It takes like, no joke, man, it takes like about an hour or two to fully charge the whole batteries. So last night when I got back in, it was Sunday. We got back in at about 8 o'clock at night. I plugged them in, and that's it. So it kept the voltage steady, 15. At first, it was like, well, you got to realize, so my fronts are reading 16.1, my helm, and my bows are reading 15.7 because you got, 15 feet of cable and you got voltage drop per foot. You do the math. I failed math in school, whatever. So I honestly was hoping that by the time I got back the whole weekend, I still have at least 50% charge, but I figure 20 hours, you're running 4 12-inch graphs, an active target, a LiveScope, 2 different transducers. So I think that's pretty good. So I figure if I ever go on a tournament or fishing, I don't have to charge the battery the whole weekend, which is really good. Now, clarity. Clarity was better, But one thing you gotta remember with clarity, okay? The clearest clarity you're gonna get is in clear water. Water that don't have any crap. I'm sorry, I'm starving. Water that don't have any crap in it. Crap floating in it, debris. Clarity was good. I was seeing a lot of bass. I was seeing a lot of fish. Not so many bass because Lake Pan, the whole lake is like 3 feet now. The whole place is low, so all the fish are just, they're under all the crap way back in the back. So, well, did catch. I caught about 7 fish, and I had like a 10-pounder. This thing was like this big, dude. I'm not even lying. Well, like that. He came up, went left. He was totally bitching my rod, dude. I couldn't do shit. He was like controlling me. And finally, he just, bam, he snapped it. Snapped the line. It was a bass. I seen him come up. But when it comes to the Powerhouse Lithium, or I guess any lithium for that, I don't know about different lithiums because I only went Powerhouse, so I don't know about different ones. But mine worked fine. Flawless. And the good thing about it is I think even if, so you're not supposed to draw them down past 20%, but I think even if I went down to like 1%, it'd still be drawing 15. That's the same thing like a drill. You know you have the lithium batteries in your Milwaukee, and the old school batteries that weren't lithium, when your battery starts to go low, it starts to just drill slower. Well, with the Milwaukee lithium batteries, when your battery goes low, it just stops. So you get full power till the second it stops. I guess that's just a lithium thing. So yes, I did have, the lowest I had was 15.6 volts on my bow screen, but I had that all 3 days. So do I regret buying the lithium? No, because you're getting the full power. I still got to do research on how you jump them, because they were saying if you want to, no, right now my cranking battery, as you know, is just a regular lead acid. I'm fine with that because the motor recharges it. I'm fine with that. And I even have a backup lead acid, brand new one in my garage. So, you know, I might go with the lithiums when I start running live wells a lot and draining that battery down a lot. I haven't really tested how much the lead acid runs with the live wells running. Sorry, I had a brain fart. So I'm just gonna let you know, I went out Friday, fished 4 hours. Saturday, fished 8. Sunday, fished 8. And in those 3 days, I did not charge them. I started 100 volts, 100%. And when I got done, my trolling motor battery was at 46. And my graph, it might have been vice versa. One battery was at 46. And one battery was at, I think the trolling motor battery was at 42. And the grass battery was at 29. I don't think that's bad. And I probably could have went out for another couple of hours, but you don't want to let them drain past that, past 20%. But I just took them out. I tested them. I'm giving you the straight up review on how they worked for me. The clarity was much better. Everything was more clear. I had steady voltage. And I also have clean power going to everything. I literally have an 8-gauge wire. I have that 16 volt for my graphs. It's a battery. I have an 8-gauge wire going, you know, going to the on-off switch, but there's nothing in between it for interference. And it goes to my fuse panel in my locker, and from that fuse panel, 4 graphs are hooked up, active target and live scope. They're all hooked up, clean power. There's nothing distorting the power at all. So that's my situation. So yours might be different based on how you wire it, but I like it. So those of you who want to know, I know I put up the video, and I know I had some people saying, oh, I know. I mean, if you got one graph and one live scope, you could run it all day on a friggin' Milwaukee drill battery. I have a different situation. I have 4 12-inch graphs, an active target, and the live scope, 2 transducers. So my situation might be different to other people, because I'm pretty sure if I had like one screen, I would have got one of those little amped outdoor ones and just ran that right to it. It would have been fine. But you got to realize, man, 2 12-inch screens, they use a lot of power. But that is the review on the Powerhouse Lithium, how long it lasted. I did the review yesterday, or on Friday, of putting them in. This is the review of actually using them and coming home. As you see, my boat is not charging. because you're charged. I don't have to keep it on a charger. Cool with that. That's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any other questions about the Lithium or how I did my setup or how I ran my wiring, reach out, man. It's cool. If you first time here, like and subscribe. Also, I am gonna get into tournament fishing, probably fish the BFLs, and I do have another YouTube channel called Carl Santana Fishing. That's gonna be strictly, there's nothing on it yet, but go and get on it, subscribe to it, so you can keep up with all the updates. But that's gonna be my travel vlogs, everything, man. Like, I'm gonna put everything, what it costs to start getting into tournaments, because I'm a guy who really don't fish tournaments. I'm coming from the bottom, I'm a regular old Joe, and I'm gonna tell you what it's like for a regular guy like me, just a fucking nobody when it comes to fishing, getting into the BFLs, and hopefully one day holding up a trophy on a stage. So like I said, Carl Santana Fishing on YouTube, Carl Santana Fishing on Facebook, and Carl Santana Fishing on Instagram. Okay? Go like those, check it out, get ready, because I'm going to be putting videos up there. Once again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Out.